The lighting is horrible here. I don't know if that's like any better, like look, hi. Welcome to my Friday video. I missed last week because I was really sick. I had the flu and it's been going around like crazy. So I wasn't able to really like do much last week, but I did do all my spring cleaning. I got rid of like over half of my closet, I would have to say. I got rid of a lot of stuff. And I also cleaned out the office. One of my sister's like friends is coming to spend the week with us, so I cleaned that up and everything. So I just have been like getting like my stuff for the new year done, like getting my life back on track and like, you know, hitting my goals, like doing what I need to do, like getting my shit together again. Like in a lot of areas of my life. So I've just been like really busy with that. But yeah. Anyways, today I do want to talk about this epidemic of people who they just consume and they never create. And creating doesn't even really have to be like a physical, I made this piece of art or I made a song or whatever. I think a lot of people forget that you can be like a curator, you know? And okay, I guess this like is kind of like, you have to go watch this video. I watched it on YouTube and I've seen a couple think pieces about it on TikTok as well. So I'm gonna link below the original video I had watched. Oh my God. Sorry, ew, that was gross. I'm gonna link the original video below. And basically this girl was explaining like how it's different when you are a curator of art and media and just stuff in general, and having like a real like love for something, like feeling it, and then just having aesthetics to consume, you know, based on your mood, and you're not really ever like seeking out your own like niche. You're kind of just like falling into these aesthetics and then they become so bland that they don't even mean anything anymore, you know? So I have more to say on that. I'm gonna do that when I get back to my apartment because I wrote some stuff down, and I also want to show you some stuff that I've been liking. I did my nails. Well, oh my God, let me show you when I have my rings on in my house. I have to go grab some water because our water jug is empty. So I'm just gonna go grab some water at the gas station right now. And then yeah, I'll be back in my apartment, and then I'll do this next part. Okay, I put some makeup on because I was feeling fugly. I have a very wide face, so I kind of look like a man, but I try to make it cutesy. Okay, so here's the thing I hate about being goth, is that obviously I love it, like duh, but, and if you have watched me, like if you know me in real life and you've known me from high school especially, girl, you know this isn't like a whole thing I just created 2 years ago because of TikTok. Like, girl, I've been emo since day one. Well, I've been emo since 8th grade, 9th grade. Anyways, it's been a hot fucking minute. It's been over 10 years, so I don't want to hear it. Anyways, so one thing I don't like about being goth is that, and we're gonna get into this, okay, because this has to do with this. But one thing I don't like being goth is that people make it like a fetish or like a kink, especially men. When I was dating men, like, ugh. Anyways, but they would always be like, oh my God, you're such like a goth baddie. Like, can you step on me? Like, do you like it rough? I was like, no, like that's like disgusting. And I'm just a normal person and don't talk to me like that. Like, get your freak mindset away from me. Like, that's literally so gross. But that's what irritates me, is like, I'm literally just a goth girl minding my business and I can't see, so I have to wear glasses. And now everyone in their comments wants to be like, oh my God, like she's so like girl, no, I'm just doing my thing because I have an aesthetic and I have my own vibe going and you don't. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. Okay, but before we do that, little update. Basically I was sick last week, but a lot of cool stuff happened. Some stuff I like can't really talk about, but it was very like traumatic, but like good for me. And so I was like crying a lot. But anyways, and then I also today literally, guess what? I got BTS tickets. Like, I'm literally like, oh my God, okay. If you've known me, again, if you've known me for a long time, and even if you haven't, whatever, if you know me for 5 minutes, like, bitch, I love BTS. I've been loving BTS. I've been in ARMY since like the Wings era. Okay, I've been in ARMY. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you newsstands. I know, like, I still love you, but I don't want to hear it from you. Okay, I've been a BTS stan for a long fucking time. And before that, I was an EXO-L. And before that, I was whatever the hell they call the TVXQ stands. Okay, I've been around the block. Okay, I was listening to K-pop when I was in elementary school. Okay, so anyways, got the BTS tickets and I literally screamed. I screamed and I ran to show my sister and my best friend in Tampa. We're gonna go see the show and I'm literally so excited. I think I'm literally so excited. I don't even know. But anyways, yeah, and they weren't even bad. I got them for like $2.50 each, which I know is like whatever, a lot, but like they're good seats. They're not just like, you know, the nosebleeds or whatever. So I'm very excited. Also, I love Tampa. Like, guys, do not sleep on Tampa. Like, I'm serious right now. Let me tell you something. Tampa's the shit. Okay, Tampa has real golf clubs. They have a real vibe, a real aesthetic. The food is good. The vibes are good. The Cafecito's good. Everything in Tampa is the shit, okay? And it's not like so over commoditized like a bunch of big cities are. Like, it is the shit. And you need to go to Tampa. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, if you have nothing to do this summer, book a trip to Tampa and go lay in the beach. Just chill. Like, it's literally so fun. Okay, anyways. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I'll definitely be making a little video when I do that because the Tampa one's soon. So I have to get ready. I was thinking, okay, so for my friend's birthday party last year, we did like, the vibe was like, okay, choose your summer. So it was like white boy summer, black bear summer, like that was a little inside joke we had going, BTS summer, like whatever. And for me, it was BTS summer. So I drew up as like No More Dream. Like I was like la 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 la, right? Like with the like chain and the horrible outfit. And so I was like, okay, I don't really want to do that though for the concert because I feel like a lot of people are gonna do that. And not that I'm like want to be special or anything, but like I've already done it. Like I've already done it. And also I wear that stuff every day. Like I'm already emo, so whatever. So I was thinking I might do the Go-Go video where Taeyang is Snow White because I feel like that'd be really silly. But I saw some other people might, I just feel like that's more fun. Like I would want to do something fun like that. So I might do that or like maybe the Ladybug one. I'm trying to think what else. Like there's a lot of things I could do. Like I kind of also want to be Jimin when he's wearing like the overalls and he has like the pig balloon. Oh my God, that would be so fucking funny. But I don't know if like you can bring balloons in, so I have to figure it out. Okay. Anyways, long story short, going to the BTS show, so excited. Like literally a dream come true. Like I've never seen them before. I've only seen Jen in tour, like in person. And like my friend could tell you, like literally, like I freaked out. Like it's like one of those things where it's like you think it'll never happen. Like you're like, oh, that'll just never happen for me. And then it's happening. And it seems like stupid because it's like, okay, like whatever, it's just a band. But it's like, girl, like that's the band. Like, girl, like I have some bands where it's like so near and dear to my heart, like like got me through some shit, and like that's one of them. So, and also they're just good. Like hello, they're just good. Like okay. So anyways, seeing BTS. I'm trying to think what else. I have this ginger tea in this cup. Okay guys, gag, look at this cup. It's literally like a screen grab from the 60s show, and then it just says Star Trek with the little galaxy. And then like, isn't that so cunt? My dad got it at like an estate sale, and I have some ginger tea. Sip. I don't know if you can see it. Basically you get it at the like the, I don't know what it's called, like the international market or whatever. And I don't know like exactly like what country. It's just like miscellaneous teas, and it's like ginger with like honey crystals, and they're really like good, and they're very sweet, very like spicy. It's like kind of like it's not milky, but it's like thick, but not thick like, you know what I mean, like it has like body to it. It's like drinking like a glass of wine, but like tea. I don't know. Anyways, so these are good, and they're only 70 calories, so period. Which, speaking of, I don't want to talk about my weight too much because like I don't want to be that bitch. Well, I kind of do, but whatever. Anyways, I'm officially lost 30 pounds. Yeah, it's whatever. I still have more to go, obviously, and I'm very, very close to finally being like in a normal BMI. Which I know is like not important, like whatever, but it is important. Like I have not been a normal BMI since I was 10. So to get to that space in a healthy way, like I'm so excited. So anyways, I'm literally almost there. I'll let you know when I'm there. And then I still have some more, like I want to lose, like I want to get like, you know, in shape, whatever. But in general, like I'm happy. Like I'm just doing good and I'm happy and I'm like, I look good. Like, okay, my coworker at work, girl, every 5 seconds she's like, you're so skinny. I was like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I don't think I'm skinny. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not. Like I don't know if you watch HRH Collection, you need to watch her. She's the shit. I don't believe everything she says. First of all, let's get that out of the way. Okay, she's conservative, I'm not. But she does speak some facts. And one of the biggest facts is her weight. And she's very honest about it. The way that I am is I'm a fat pig and I love to shovel my face with food and I love to eat good food. Okay, like this is the thing. I'm not eating 3 Big Macs and 2 Domino's pizzas and Chick-fil-A. No, like I want to go make a gourmet steak dinner with garlic mashed potatoes and a whole like kale salad on the side, and I want to eat the whole thing because I'm a fat pig, but it's good for me. Like that's the thing, right? Like I want to eat good food. Like I literally could eat an entire tub of Greek yogurt and 4 apples in one sitting because it would be delicious and yummy. And I can't do that because then I'll be a fat pig. But it's healthy. Like that's what I'm saying. So I'm a very healthy person and I have taste in class, but I like it too much. So anyways, I've been like working on that, like eating good, obviously, but just like less and cutting my calories and stuff and working out and slay, like literally slay. Okay, anyways. So this is what I want to talk about today. And I'm going to link the video because here's my problem. I'm an Aries sun and an Aries moon. So I'm very intense. If you haven't gotten that already, I'm very intense. But I also have a Scorpio rising. So people think that I'm a bitch, which I'm not. I'm actually not, okay? Like I know I look like a bitch and I act like a bitch, but I'm not. I'm very sweet. But one of the things is like, I have the Scorpio rising, so people automatically think that I'm a bitch. And then they get to like kind of know me and I'm like an Aries and I'm like, you know, intense, crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then I have a Pisces Mercury. Like literally just nerfed me. Like, are you fucking kidding? Sorry not to chew my own horn, but like I'm a genius. Like I'm here, okay? I am. Like I don't want to say my IQ. I will. Well, no, I won't. But I'm smart, okay? I am. And I'm educated and I know what I'm talking about, okay? The only thing is like when I'm talking to myself like this, like it makes sense to me, but I know it doesn't make sense to other people and they just think that I'm rambling about nothing, but there is a point. And the point is made. Like it's not like I don't make the point. I make the fucking point, but you need to follow me the whole time, okay? And I think it's because of my Pisces Mercury. Like it's just so like it's not all over the place like ADHD. Like no, because I'm not. No, I'm sorry. Like I'm not. But it's like all over the place in the sense of like you need to like understand. Like my brain is like I have 10 different ideas going on and they all come together and I need to tell you them now. And I need to tell you very intensely because it's very serious. Because it's the way it is. Like, and I have to tell you. So this is what we're talking about today. And the video below is going to explain it better and more aesthetic. But this is very serious to me. Okay, I need to take my shoes off because I'm like sweating. Okay, basically what I've found, and this is not just like this video or whatever, it's like I found this for a while. People do not have a vibe anymore. They do not have an aesthetic that is uniquely and solely theirs because they don't know how to curate anymore. And no one has a love for curating anymore. And it's literally numbing your emotions out so much where you don't feel anything. And walk with me, okay? Basically, when you as a person are just looking up on Pinterest, goth aesthetic, and then you look at the goth aesthetic and you say, I like these shirts and these pants, and you buy them all. And then you look on Spotify, goth playlists, and you click on it and you're like, this is goth music. Good goth music. I'm feeling very goth right now. And then you go read, oh, goth literature. And you look at all the books and you're like, okay, I'm gonna read all the books. Okay, I'm goth now. I'm goth because I know how to read the book and how to listen to the music and how to, what did I even say? The other one, wear the outfit, right? Okay, you're not goth. Okay, same thing with trying to be like, oh my God, like I'm just so pastel cutesy girl aesthetic. Oh my God, because I have an eating disorder and I look like Ariana Grande and like I'm so cutesy and I wear blush. And okay, girl, you're not a fairy princess. It's okay. You can be one, but you need to put in the effort to learn about this culture, and you have to actually embody it and feel it. Like, you can't just be like, I'm goth because it's cool. You need to be goth because you feel it in here, okay? And this has nothing to do with just goth. This is in general, okay? So for example, when I was a kid, like, this is the best way I can explain it, is when I was a kid, I used to curate things, and I still do a lot. Like, I'm very big in curating and trying to like make my own vibes and aesthetics and moods and whatever. And this is how I've like landed on so many things that I enjoy and love, and how I've created my vibe and my aesthetic, right? Because the first thing is, right, it's not like marketing, like you need to have a brand, but it's like you do though. Like, when people think of Reagan, what do they think of? Right? Like, they think of wearing black, they think of the scent I wear, they think of the music I talk about, they think of the funny stories I've told, like whatever. They think of my kind heart, bleh, like whatever. And in that same way, you need to create your own aesthetic and your own vibe, because if you're vibeless and you're just like following every trend, and when goth is trendy, you're goth, and when cutesy is cutesy, like trending, then you're cutesy. Like, if you're literally like, okay, like if you're the kind of person where you're following every trend, and today the trend is being goth, and then tomorrow the trend is being cutesy, and then the next day is being a surfer girl, and then the next day is being a housewife, and then the next day is being an entrepreneur. Like, if you're like beatboxing around all of these different aesthetics, you're not allowing yourself time to actually internalize the aesthetics, and not even aesthetics, these things, these pieces of media, art, whatever, clothing, literature, whatever, and feeling it. Okay, let me explain this to you. When I was 12, okay, 12, 13, whatever, okay, like literally whatever, I found, we're not going to talk about how I found it. Actually, we are. I was into creepypasta, which is like super embarrassing, but whatever. I don't like really give a fuck. I was super into creepypastas, and there's these things called character songs. And it's not just for creepypasta. Okay, the weird anime girls do it too, like whatever. But basically, a character song back in the day on YouTube was like, if you thought of a creepypasta like Jeff the Killer, you're like, okay, what would his character songs be? Like, basically, like, if you created a playlist on Spotify being like Jeff the Killer aesthetic, that was the song. So people would choose like aesthetic songs for Jeff the Killer, and then just basically make a lyric video with pictures of Jeff the Killer. And when I was 12, I was like, this is the shit, you know? So for example, there was like a big one for Jeff the Killer was Animal I've Become by 3 Days Grace, Monster by Skillet, Sarcasm by Get Scared was for a lot of the different creepypastas, but mainly I think it was used for like Eilish Jack. And then, you know, there's just like so many different ones, right? Like Ben Drown obviously had like the video game ones, like from Zelda, but then also there was like Drown by Get Scared was a big character song for Ben Drown. So like, girl, like, I was there when it was written. Okay. Anyways, this is like cringe nowadays, right? Like, people are like, this is cringe. But I don't believe in cringe. I think cringe is like being free and feeling things. Because when you're watching these little videos when you're 12 and you're like, oh my God, this spoke to me, you felt something, right? Like, I would watch these videos and I'd be like, oh my God, I do feel like a monster. Oh my God. Like, that's like, you're having an emotion. Like, you're having an emotion, and that's okay to have an emotion. Like, you know what I mean? Even if it's a crazy emotion, okay? Another one, for example, right, is once I had found 3 Days Grace, Get Scared, Breaking Benjamin, right? Then I started being like, oh, I really like this song. Let me listen to more. So then I went to like 3 Days Grace, and I look up, okay, what are the 3 Days Grace albums, you know? And let me listen to them. I listened to 1X, banger, okay? Life Starts Now, banger, right? The Slenderman, Life Starts Now, like, that's a character song for you, babe. What else is there? Transit of Venus, banger, right? And it was right when Adam had just left the band, actually, so whatever. But then I got to see him, but I was like, okay. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get into these bands and then you're like, okay, what other bands do these bands like, right? Like, and what did they used to listen to back in the day? Or what do they listen to like now? Who do they tour with? Like, eventually I had found Hollywood Undead. And if you know me, like, you know, I love Hollywood Undead. Like, they were my first band I ever fell in love with, like, whatever. And like, they had character songs, yeah. But like, the bigger thing with Hollywood Undead is like, they are horrible. Okay, like, I love them to death. Like, they are my favorite artists ever. like literally ever. And their music is so bad, but it's so good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is not technically the best song ever. They don't have the producers that Eminem has. Okay, they don't have the producers that like The Weeknd has, right? Like, literally, they're not the best technically, right? Music theory wise, okay? They don't have the most money into their songs. They don't have the most clout. Like, they don't have any of these things, right? But they are passionate. They're passionate artists who, for real, have a passion about making good music that means something, that makes you feel something, okay? And because of that, it means the world. Like, if you listen to Hollywood Undead and you can hear the raw passion in their voices, in the production, in the sounds in the background, like in the instruments, like it's just passion, okay? Same thing with BTS, same thing with Lana Del Rey, right? The Weeknd too. I think The Weeknd also has this. Like, these are my favorite artists, are artists who have passion. Like, okay, like fucking Batista, like from Dexter, like La Pasión, like, okay, whatever. Like, but it's the truth. If you don't have passion, I don't want to listen to Sabrina Carpenter. She doesn't have passion for her music, right? It's good music, quote unquote, music theory wise, but it's shit because it doesn't make you feel anything. You're not listening to Espresso and being like, oh my God, like my soul feels this, like this. Like, it's like, oh, it's a cute bop, right? And you can like a cute bop. Don't get me wrong. A cute bop is fun. I love to listen to Espresso, but not in the way that I'm literally idolizing and adoring these other artists who have such passion for their craft, okay? And this is what I'm saying, is when you're listening to these artists and you're feeling it, right? You literally are laying in bed in the dark and you can put your headphones in and listen to these albums front to back for an hour with your eyes closed and just go through every emotion and go up and down and this and that. It's okay to feel things, right? Because then once you feel that for that artist or that album or that song or whatever, okay, for a book, for a piece of makeup that you love, for a TV show that you love, for a clothing brand that you love, like whatever, okay, whatever you do, if you are passionate about it and it makes you feel an emotion, okay, that is part of your brand, your aesthetic, and what you're curating, okay? Because everyone is different. Every human being has different likes, different dislikes, different things that they like are like, yeah, I'm on the fence, or they have controversial opinions about. And that is what makes the human race beautiful, okay? Is that I can love Hollywood Undead and say they are the best artists of our time, and you don't have to agree, right? But the fact that I love them and I believe that is part of what makes me me and creates a curation, right? Like, I'm curating my vibe, my brand, okay? And you can have a lot of vibes. Like, I'm goth, I'm emo, whatever, but I'm not stuck in that box, okay? Part of my vibe and my aesthetic is I love K-pop, okay? Part of my vibe and my aesthetic is that I'm a businesswoman. I have a 9-to-5 and I work hard in my industry because I enjoy it. Part of my vibe and aesthetic is that I love to write, okay? Like, I've been writing fan fiction for a really long time. I want to write a book one day, okay? Like, there are so many things about my vibe and my aesthetic, and I love to cook, and like, you know what I mean? And think about yourself, okay? When you think about yourself, what comes to mind, right? What do you think people think of you when they're like, oh, what is so-and-so's vibe or aesthetic, right? Because to become a cool person, and not like a cool person like you're better than people, I mean, you kind of are, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it in a rude way, but it's like people who are cool and who are magnetic, they have this ability to see something, hear something, feel something, and feel it in here and be like, yeah, and that's cool. And it doesn't matter if it's cringy, creepypasta character songs. It doesn't matter if it's The Weeknd, he's the biggest artist on Spotify, right? Those two can exist together, part of your aesthetic and your vibe. But you need to stand in it and you need to actually experience it. Because for someone to say, oh yeah, like I love The Weeknd, but you've only ever listened to Blinding Lights, Like, yeah, you can say I like blinding lights, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, like you're the weekend stan, like whatever. Especially if you've never felt it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between curating because you're like, oh, this is aesthetic, and curating because you feel something, right? Because there are the people who curate these mood boards, these playlists on Spotify, these brands of clothing and marketing and whatever. People, their job is to curate these things, okay? Because when they go through these things and they're like, this makes me feel this way, I'm gonna group these things together. This as a whole, these things make me feel like this certain vibe, this certain way, this certain aesthetic, right? And then they present it to you and it's so magnetic. You're like, oh my God, I love this specific person's goth aesthetic. And maybe you love this specific person's goth aesthetic, and maybe you love this specific person's emo aesthetic, and you're mashing them all together and you're taking your own and you're like, wow, what do I like from these three things? What really makes me feel an emotion, and how do I create it my own? Do you see what I'm saying? Because nowadays, this is the truth, right? Like, you don't have to sit here and be like, well, I don't do this. Okay, then I'm not talking about you. Like, if I'm not talking about you, like, don't listen. But here's the thing, most people, I'm serious, like this is the truth, okay? There are people who get it and there are people who don't. And unfortunately, the people who get it are like this much, and the people who don't get it are like this much, okay? So the people that don't get it, they literally wake up in the morning and they're like, okay, I have to go on a run. What is my aesthetic for the run? Oh my God, my aesthetic is going to be Sabrina Carpenter matcha cold foam latte vibe, and pastel baby pink, and like blonde hair, like realness. Okay? And so how do they achieve this aesthetic? Okay, they achieve this aesthetic by Sabrina Carpenter outfit. And then they go on Amazon and they buy it. Okay, this shirt, okay, and then they put it all on, okay. And then they go, okay, Sabrina Carpenter playlist. Oh, let me click on it, okay. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter matcha cold foam latte vibe. Oh, I like this recipe, this sounds cool. Hi, the Starbucks drive-thru, hi, can I get a grande cold foam matcha latte? See how you didn't have to have one thought that entire time. All you did was look up the Sabrina Carpenter aesthetic and you copied it 1-to-1. So you're a loser. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Because when you do this, did you feel anything from this? No. You just felt, oh, I'm giving Sabrina Carpenter. Like, are you having an emotional response to putting on this tacky outfit made of plastic from China, okay? And your nasty 1,000 calorie latte and your little like Sabrina Carpenter song, like, okay, like, is that giving? No, it's not giving. And are you feeling something? No. Like, that's the bigger thing. And then you go on your run, you come home and you're like, you know what? Now I'm feeling like a bad girl, like aesthetic. And so you look up like baddie aesthetic. We're gonna go out tonight, baddie aesthetic. Okay, so now, okay, baddie aesthetic on Amazon. Oh, this outfit looks good. Click. Okay, I'm wearing it. Okay, baddie aesthetic, like music. Okay, Doja Cat. Okay, I'm listening to it now. Okay, oh my God, right? Okay, I'm at the club. What is a baddie drink to order? Ooh, sex on the beach. And then you like, okay, can I have this to the bartender? See how you didn't think at all? You didn't curate. You didn't do anything. You didn't have an emotion. Your emotion was, I'm part of the baddie crowd. You're a loser. Okay? Okay. Sorry, I'm like getting too heated about this. But here's the thing. This is not something that is recent. This is something that's been happening ever since Tumblr, okay? Especially with the whole like small bean fandom and the bandom. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I could make a whole video essay about the bandom. Like, gag me. Okay. Anyways, There's a cure to this, okay? You can become a cool person. You can become a curator and you can create a cool aesthetic, but you need to be willing to feel things. And I know it's scary, especially today where literally you wake up, you're on your phone, scroll, 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 scroll. Okay, I go to work, I drive, listen to the radio, driving. I get to work, I work, scroll, 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 work, scroll. I have 1 second where I can think and I'm like, oh my God, I have a thought. I have to drown it out with more scrolling, scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay, and now I'm in the bathroom. Oh my God, I'm having a thought. Oh, I need to silence the thought. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, that's really bad. War in Gaza. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. I need to do something. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm too overwhelmed. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna scroll. Right. Because you're too scared to have a thought and to critically think. Okay, and we can get into the whole like literacy crisis and like kids aren't educated part of it. That's another part of this. But like the fact that like you won't allow yourself to feel, it is devastating to me, especially to children, because nowadays children don't have a childhood anymore. They go straight to Kim Kardashian. They're 8 years old and then they're Kim Kardashian. There's no Disney Channel. There's no tween vibe. There's no teen vibe. None of that exists anymore. It's literally like, okay, you're 8 years old, not even 8, you're 1 year old. Here's an iPad. Okay, you love Kim Kardashian. Great. That's what you're going to look like and act like the rest of your life. That's horrible for children. You need to have a childhood. Okay. And part of your childhood is discovering things and creating your aesthetic and your vibe. And honest to God, I feel like my generation was the last to do this. And even so, I meet people all the time who don't have this. And I don't know if it's because I went to a really weird school where like we were low-key sheltered as or like if my parents just like didn't give me like social media, because like I didn't get to have it till I was like, I think in middle school my parents let me have an Instagram. But like, you know what I mean? Like you need to do these things, okay? Because I'm not even kidding, it is such a sad life to wake up every day and just follow the next aesthetic, the next brand, the next whatever, because it literally has no meaning and no vibe and no like feeling. Like it's all about the feeling. Like, do you think I look like this and listen to screamo music because I think it makes me look cool to other people? No. I do this because it makes me feel something, okay? I have tried many times in my teen years, adult years, to go back into being like a normal, like girly girl, like whatever. And every time I did it, I literally felt like body dysmorphia, like that level, right? Like so uncomfortable with myself. Like if I don't wear certain, like if literally now, if I wear a colored shirt, every 5 seconds my eyes keep going like this. I'm like, oh my God, what's on me, right? I wore a blonde wig one time for Halloween and I literally got so like dysphoric. I had to take it off. Like I was like, I have to get this off of me. Like I feel like I'm regressing into who I used to be and I don't like that being that person. Like I've become this person for a reason. Okay. And I don't care if it makes me look scary. I don't care if some people think it's weird. Like the people who really truly have a good heart and get to know people, they know that I'm not like that. Like, you know what I mean? And those are the people I want to be around anyways. Okay. So anyways, okay, like, let me read, hold on. I had a lot to say. Okay, so here's another part of this whole debacle, or this whole situation, okay? Hold on. Another part of this whole situation is when you don't allow yourself to feel things and have an aesthetic and like start analytically trying to curate and find new music, find new artists, find new TV shows, find whatever, right? When you're not organically trying to do that out of pure curiosity and a want for that feeling you get when you listen to a song you really like, okay? You aren't going to ever look at something critically and analyze it, okay? And so here's my biggest example, okay? For example, Falling in Reverse, okay? I don't know if you can see, probably not really. This is an Escape the Fate poster for their self-titled banger, by the way. I love Escape the Fate with and without Ronnie. I'm gonna be honest. They're great. Obviously, Ronnie, you know, banger album, so I got it on my wall. But Escape the Fate without Ronnie is good. If you haven't listened, go give it a listen. Like Ungrateful is a banger. This War Is Ours, like so good, so good. Anyways, so we all know Ronnie Radke is a crazy piece of shit. Okay, he may or may not have done some bad things, and he's not a great person. Do I think he's a bad person, quote unquote? No. I think he's a normal human being who has made mistakes, and he sometimes has made very bad mistakes that don't shine well on him. But do I think he's a bad person? No. I don't think he preaches hate speech. I don't think he's a bad person to even look up to. I think he has overcome a lot of hardship in his life, and he is someone that has persevered through all of it. Now, do I think you should take his word as the word of God? No, you shouldn't do that for anybody. But he makes good music, and that's just the truth, okay? Especially live. I saw him live this summer with my friend. Wow. I was planning to leave after like 2 songs because I was there to see Hollywood Undead, and my mouth was the whole time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, we couldn't even move because it was that amazing. He's an amazing artist, amazing music, okay? But he's questionable as a person, right? He's cancelable, whatever, right? That's the problem, right? Ronnie Radke makes good music, but everyone wants to cancel him, okay? So now here's the age-old dilemma on the far left is, should you support him by listening to his music, or should you boycott him? Okay? If you're one of these people, you're a moron and you're an idiot. Okay? Like, on both sides, you're stupid. Because guess what? You're not analytically understanding the concept of art. Okay? Of art. You're not consuming the art in an analytical way and understanding nuance that, yeah, maybe the guy who sings a song about abusing women might abuse a woman. Allegedly. I'm gonna be real, I've never even looked into his court cases or nothing. I don't know what went on. But here's the thing. He's singing about some crazy shit, and then you're mad when he did some crazy shit. So either we never listen to his music, or we always listen to his music. But here's the thing. It's a banger song, and I'm listening to pick up the phone. I am. It's a banger. I don't care. And if you're like, I won't listen to this song, you're a loser. You're a loser. Because it's a good song. Okay? It's a banger. It's a good song. And I have a brain. I have a brain. A brain. So I can understand the nuance of maybe this isn't a great song, and maybe the message is like not that great. Maybe like the guy who sang it maybe did something allegedly or not. But you know what? I'm gonna enjoy the song for what it is because I'm not a moron. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Another example. I made a TikTok basically saying it was a joke, by the way. Okay. Kind of. It was a joke. And it was saying like, I don't want your music opinion if you haven't listened to albums before the year 1975 or something, which I don't, by the way. I really don't want to hear it. If you're the kind of person that says, I listen to everything except country music, I don't ever want to hear your music opinion because you don't even understand what country music is. If you think country music is just the like redneck Republican shit, you're an idiot because you don't even know the history of it and you've never listened to the old stuff like Loretta Lynn and Johnny Cash. Okay. I don't want to hear it. I don't. But this is what I'm saying is I don't want to have a music opinion bestowed upon me, especially if you're going to argue with me when you don't even know who like the main people from the 60s and 70s are. Like, you don't understand anything, okay? Like, you don't. Especially because it was such a political thing. Like, it is, music in that time, and all time, by the way, is political, but specifically then. And I don't want to hear it, okay? So, I don't want to hear your opinion. I just don't. Don't give it to me. But this is what I'm saying, is I made that joke. Okay. And I was like, I don't want it. I don't want your opinion. And in the comment, like the little tag thing, whatever, I was like, start with the Doors, right? Just that, right? I think the Doors are great. I love their music. Do I know anything about their lives? I'm gonna be real honest, not really. Maybe they did some questionable stuff. Hey, it was the 70s. They all did questionable stuff. It was the 60s even. but it's a banger. And I'm gonna be real fucking honest. LA Woman is one of the best albums that's ever been made, period. Like, I don't want to hear it, okay? That's the truth. And in the comments, right, people were fighting about whatever the fuck else because they're idiots and they can't read. But also people were saying, oh my God, how could you support the Doors? Oh my God, I'm so with this except for the Doors. Like, girl, you can't be serious. Oh my God, that's the worst thing you could say was the Doors. Like, I hate the Doors. You're a moron. You're stupid, first of all. And second of all, did I ask for your opinion? No, I didn't actually. I said I don't want your opinion because just because you know 2 Beatles songs, it doesn't mean I want to hear your opinion. I don't. And I really don't want to hear your opinion if you think the Doors are bad, because those are people who know how to actually make music, like, for real, okay? They're not just singing and dancing a little bop on the TV, okay? And here's the thing. People were mad at me for saying the Doors are good, not just for the musical part, because the guys were questionable. I don't even know what they did. I looked it up, I couldn't find shit. Guess what? That band was from the late 60s, early 70s. 50 years ago, 50 years ago. 50 years ago. And you're like, we can't support the Doors. Bitch, go outside and touch some grass, okay? Why don't you listen to the album for what it is and understand that there's nuance? Yeah, it's not gonna sound like the newest Bring Me the Horizon album because it was the 70s. Are you a moron? Are you an idiot? Like, anyways, so this is what I'm saying. Like, people want so badly to be liked and to be a good cookie, good brownie points. Oh my God, I'm the best person ever because I don't support Ronnie Radke and I don't listen to the Doors and I don't like John Lennon. Like, I'm a good person. You're a loser who sits in your bed and scrolls on Twitter and TikTok all day. And you have no vibe and no aesthetic and no nuance. You don't understand nuance, okay? You can enjoy art without fully supporting an artist and being like, wow, like, I want everything they've ever said to come true. Right. Okay. This especially annoys me because people really get into this superiority complex about this. And they're like, oh my God, I am the shit because I only support things that are politically correct, even when it's moronic, like literally stupid, okay? Like, did you know that it's fat phobic to want to lose weight? When you're obese and you want to lose weight, you're fat phobic. Did you know that? Right. That is the brain. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is the brain. And I just can't. I can't. Right? If you're gonna sit here and tell me that Doja Cat is like the shit, but then we're gonna make fun of other artists because they literally said one weird thing in a song 50 years ago. Right. Never mind what she was doing on Reddit. Right. Because are these people actually having an emotion and feeling the art? Or are they just enjoying telling people that they know about the art and they experience it? Right. Because are you experiencing it or are you feeling it, like for real, like in here? Because if you're not feeling it in here, I don't want to hear it. And if you're not laying in bed with your eyes closed like a sensory deprivation tank, listening to your favorite artists for an hour, I don't want to hear it. I just really don't. And I don't want to hear your advice about anything ever, actually, because what a sad life to only chase aesthetics and chase vibes that aren't yours. You didn't create them, and that's okay. You can learn about them and make them your own by experiencing them and having your own feelings and emotions towards this art and these things that become the aesthetic. But if you're just like, today I feel goth and you're goth, and then tomorrow you're a gym girly and you're a gym girly, okay, you're a brain dead moron and you need to feel something. Like, I feel bad for you. Like, you're never going to have an emotion, like a real true emotion. Like, if like, and it's not just music, okay? Because I'm talking about music because for me it's music heavily, but it could be art, it could be writing, it could be a painting, it could be the way you dress yourself, it could be the workouts you do, like whatever you do, if it makes you feel something in your soul, that is the most important thing, and you need to hold on to that. And you need to chase that feeling in everything you do, because then that becomes the aesthetic. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, and see, this is my Pisces Mercury. Like, if I'm not making sense, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Okay. Okay, I think that was it. Anyways, here's some tips, okay, before we close up, because it's gonna be like an hour-long video, oh my God. Here's some tips on how to become a curator, okay? Or not even just a curator, how to feel something in your fucking life, okay? This is my best advice, okay? Go to a thrift store and go to the music section, like the CD section or the record section, if you have one of those. If you have a CD player or a record player. If you don't have either one of those, you can do this on YouTube, okay? You can do this on Google, you can do this on Spotify, it doesn't matter, okay? Look at the thrift store, okay, let's go there. Literally, and I know you're not gonna wanna do this, but go to the dollar section, okay? At every record store, every CD place, whatever, Zia Records, whatever, they will have like $1.50 CDs that are old, right? And usually they're bands no one's ever heard of, solo artists, independent artists, things that are in the back, whatever. Grab 5 of those and don't just grab them randomly, okay? Look through them and look at the album art. Look at the name of the album, the name of the band, look at the cover, look at the vibe and the aesthetic and say like, is this an aesthetic I like? And if it is, get it. Go home and listen to it. Listen. Don't just put it on in the back. Listen to it, okay? You have to listen. Lay down, close your eyes, and listen. Track 1 through track 10. And then make your decision. Do you like this? Do you not like this? Did you feel something when you listened to it? Did you not? Did you feel this emotion or that emotion, right? Is this something that you are wanting to learn more about? Or is this something that you're like, that was cool, I'll put it on the shelf, right? Next album, do that again, do it again. Do it again, 1,000,000 times, do it again. You can do this at Spotify. Literally on Spotify, just look up a random person's name and listen to their music, okay? Like, I'm not kidding. Go start at a playlist if you want. Look up like goth playlist. Click on a random song. Find the artist, right? Like a song, listen to one of the songs you like. Okay, like, I like this song. Now, instead of listening to the rest of the playlist, go to their page, right? Like, let's say you like the Cure song you listen to. Click on the Cure's page, go to their albums and listen to their album front to back. And be like, okay, what did I like about this album? What did I not like? Did I feel something, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? You can do this with magazines. You can do this with books. You can do this with fashion. Like, go to the thrift store, do the same thing. Go to the thrift store and literally just like look through the clothes and be like, what gives me a vibe, right? Not like what's trendy, what's gonna look best on me. What makes you feel something? And go put it on. Because you might just feel something. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with feeling something. It's scary. Don't get me wrong. It can be scary when you feel something. But that is how you are going to build your brand, build your aesthetic, and how you're going to curate things, right? I have dozens of playlists for a bunch of different aesthetics, and the aesthetics make no fucking sense. One of them is like K-pop hustler vibe, which is like the old school BTS, but plus old school EXO, like all the, you know what I mean? Like Girls' Generation, like the R&B stuff they did, like whatever. Because that's a certain aesthetic of K-pop, right? That I have curated. I didn't look up Korean hustler songs. I was like, what's a cool song that I like from these artists that I've listened to their albums, and they all kind of go together, right? I have another one I just made recently. It's literally called, what is it called? It's called Walking Down Sepulveda, which is a street in Los Angeles that I grew up by. Walking down Sepulveda in a leather jacket, and it's 1975. That is literally what the playlist is called. And instead of looking up 1975 songs, I went into my vast array of playlists of songs that I already like, that I created. Like, these are songs that I love, and albums that I love, and maybe a song I just heard a couple days ago, and I make my own playlist. Do you see what I'm saying? And then now when I'm on my little walk around the neighborhood every day getting my 10K steps, I can put this on and be like, wow, it's 1975, I'm wearing a leather jacket, and I'm walking down Sepulveda, but I'm not. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Do this for yourself. Make a mood board. Create a character in your head. Who gives a fuck? Create the version of yourself that you think is so cool and so out there and so rad. And what music would she listen to? What music would he listen to? Which one? What playlist would he listen to? Make that playlist, because that's what you want to hear to advance into your higher self. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, create a character song playlist for yourself. Full circle. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's gonna feel like something, because you're gonna make this playlist and you're gonna be like, wow, this makes me feel this way. And I like this feeling, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, that was it. I definitely have more things to talk about. So I'm gonna film some more for like probably Monday. So if I look the same, don't say shit. Okay. Anyways, have a great Friday. I mean, I hope it's a great Friday. Anyways, I have a lot of stuff to do at work tomorrow, and I hope everything goes well. Okay. Bye.